The private dining room at Belmont Restaurant was decorated exactly as my sister Vanessa had planned. Blue and silver balloons floated from every corner. A large banner hung on the wall that read, "Happy Birthday, Noah." 18 family members gathered around the long table, laughing, talking, and enjoying the leftovers. My son Noah sat proudly at the head of the table, wearing a shirt I had bought especially for the occasion. He smiled all evening, overjoyed that the whole family had come together to celebrate his birthday. Then the cake arrived. One of the waiters brought a huge 3-tiered cake decorated with blue frosting and a giant soccer ball. Noah's face lit up completely. Football was his life. "Can I blow out the candles now, Mom?" he asked excitedly. Before I could reply, Vanessa stood up. "Actually, I'll take on that part." She grabbed the cake knife and positioned herself behind the cake. "I've organized everything, so I should cut the cake too." Everyone took out their phones, ready to take pictures. Noah leaned forward expectantly. But Vanessa never lit the candles. Instead, she immediately plunged the knife into the cake. "Wait, what about the candles?" Noah asked, puzzled. Vanessa replied coolly as she cut the first layer. "We'll skip this part. It's too childish. You're 10 years old now, not 5. I stood up. "Vanessa, it's his birthday. He should blow out the candles." "It's okay, Helen. Trust me. He won't even remember this a year from now." I continued cutting. The first slice was for our father. The second one went to her husband, Ryan. The third one went to her daughter, Emma. Then another slice. And another. She distributed the pieces to Uncle Michael, Aunt Sarah, cousins, relatives, and finally to Emma's younger brother, Lucas. Noah watched every dish that passed in front of him. His smile began to fade. However, wait patiently. It was his birthday. His share will undoubtedly come next. I sat silently watching Vanessa. Waiting. Trying to understand what she was doing. She continued cutting. They continued distributing the cakes. Everyone at the table quickly ate the dessert. Everyone except Noah. Finally, Vanessa put the knife aside. One small piece remained. Not even a whole slice. Perhaps 1/4. "Here it is," she said with relief. "The family's SIM cards have been distributed." Noah hesitated before raising his hand. "Aunt Vanessa?" "Yes." "What about me?" Vanessa looked at him as if she had forgotten he was there. "My dear, no." Silence immediately filled the room. My uncle froze in place with his fork halfway to his mouth. My aunt stared at her plate. No one spoke. Vanessa continued. "This is for the family only, not for you." The silence became suffocating. Noah blinked. He said calmly, "I'm a member of the family. It's my birthday." Vanessa replied dismissively, waving her hand dismissively. "Well, technically yes. But you know what I mean." "No, I don't. A real family. People who contributed. Important people." I felt my hands clench under the table. Then my father cleared his throat. "Vanessa is right." I turned towards him slowly. "What?" "The boy needs to understand how these things work." "How do things work?" "The family hierarchy. Just to keep eating the cake. Some people are essential in the family, and some are secondary. Noah needs to know where he belongs." She asked, "At his birthday party?" "Especially at his birthday party." My father shrugged. "It is better to learn when we are young." I looked at Noah. His eyes began to fill with tears. He was trying very hard not to cry. Decade. He is sitting at his birthday party. He watched as 17 people ate his birthday cake, while he was told that he wasn't really a member of the family. I stood up. "Excuse me." I left the private dining room without saying a word. After the main restaurant. From the front doors. As soon as I left, I took out my phone and opened my messages. I found the conversation with Daniel Chun, the restaurant manager. Daniel, this is Helen. I need you to cancel your private room reservation immediately." His response came almost immediately. "Daniel, what happened?" I will explain that personally." Less than a minute later, he was walking towards me. "Helen, what's wrong?" "The service is good." "Then what happened?" "I need to get everyone out of that private room immediately." Daniel looked confused. "I don't understand. You're the one who booked the room. And I'm going to cancel that." "Helen, there are 18 people inside." "I know. They've already eaten." "I know. They have a cake." I took a deep breath. Daniel checked the ownership documents. His facial features changed. "What?" "The title deed. The one that was submitted to the county last year." Still confused, he took out his phone and opened the company's ownership files. A few seconds later, his eyes widened. "Perk up. Oh my God. Now I understand. You are the owner." "I am the sole owner." Daniel looked stunned. "Are you the owner of Belmont Restaurant?" "I bought it 14 months ago." Stare. I had absolutely no idea. Most people don't do that. The official documents include the name of Berm Holding Company. Helen Michelle Holding Group. My initials. He looked stunned. I continued. "I kept it a secret because I didn't want my family members to ask me for favors, discounts, loans, or free meals." Daniel nodded slowly. "But I am currently acting as the owner." Concept. The reservation has been canceled." He straightened up immediately. I'll take care of it. We walked together back towards the private dining room. Through the glass window, I could see everyone happily eating cakes. Everyone except Noah. Daniel opened the door. Excuse me, everyone. Silence filled the room. I'm afraid there's a problem with this reservation. I'm going to ask everyone to leave the private dining room immediately. Vanessa looked upset. We booked this room for 3 hours. I understand. We still have an hour and a half to go. The reservation has been cancelled. By whom? The owner. Vanessa scoffed. Then call the owner. I entered through the door. I am standing right here. All faces turned towards me. Vanessa blinked. What are you talking about? I own the Belmont restaurant. The room froze. I bought it last year. No one spoke. I am canceling your reservation. My father suddenly stood up. Helen, this is ridiculous. Is this correct? You can't kick your family out. Our eyes met. Watch me. Vanessa laughed nervously. You're overreacting. Truly. It was a joke. I pointed towards Noah. Do you think it was a joke? Everyone looked at him. My son stared at the table. Then he said calmly, I don't know. That answer shattered what little self-control I had left. I stepped forward towards him and extended my hand. Come on, my friend. He took it immediately. We're leaving. Vanessa's voice rose. Helen, you can't possibly be serious. I am. How long have you owned this place? 14 months. I turned towards Daniel. Give them 5 minutes. Then I looked directly into the room. If anyone refuses to leave, call the police on charges of trespassing. Uncle Michael almost dropped his fork. Would you call the police on your family? Watch me. The hall erupted in protests. I ignored each and every one of them. Noah and I went out together. I never looked back. I stopped at the reception platform. Daniel. Yes. Prepare the bill. For a private room? Yes. Withdraw the amount from Vanessa Morrison's card. Daniel hesitated. The full price. Full price. No family discount? There is no family discount. And add a service fee of 20%. Daniel nodded. Concept. I continued. Also, as of now, the private dining room will not be available to any member of my family. Anyone. Anyone. If they call to book it? The answer is no. Outside, the sun began to set. Finally, Noah began to cry. Not loudly. Just silent tears. The type that hurts the most. I knelt beside him. Yes. Why did Aunt Vanessa say that I am not a real member of the family? My heart is broken. Because your aunt is cruel. He looked down. Did you actually buy the restaurant? She smiled slightly. I did. When? About a year ago. Are you the owner of Belmont Restaurant? Yes. And 2 others. His eyes widened. Truly. I nodded. I have been investing in companies and real estate. Why didn't you tell everyone? Because I didn't want people to treat me differently. He thought about it. Then he asked, Are we still going to have my birthday party? She smiled. Definitely. Truly. What do you think about an ice cream cake made at home? His face brightened slightly. And maybe you'll invite your football-playing friends? Instead of family? Instead of people who don't appreciate you. He nodded. This looks better. My phone started ringing. Vanessa. It decreased. Dad. It decreased. Uncle Michael. It decreased. Then a text message appeared from Vanessa. You humiliated me in front of the entire family. I will never forgive you for this. I replied. You told my 10-year-old son he was worthless at his birthday party. I will never forgive you for that. Then I blocked her. The consequences were immediate. My father called from another number. I speak at length about respect. Family ties. Loyalty. I let him talk. Then he interrupted. I told Noah that he was a member of the secondary family. Silence. I told him he needed to know where he belonged. More silence. At his 10th birthday party. Then she hung up. I also blocked that number. My mother called me the next day. She was traveling and missed the party. Helen, I can't believe you kicked your family out of the restaurant. She laughed bitterly. I can't believe they ate my son's birthday cake and told him he wasn't family. Vanessa said it was a joke. Yes. 17 people ate the cake. Silence. Noah got nothing. More silence. 0. She did not reply. My father said that Noah belonged to a marginal family. Then there was a long silence. Then, did he say that? Word for word. The silence lasted longer. Finally she spoke. Are you the owner of Belmont Restaurant? I own Belmonte's, Toscana's, and Harborside Grill restaurants. Another pause. 3 restaurants. 3. How? I've been building a portfolio of work for years. She looked stunned. I thought you were suffering. I wasn't suffering. I looked at Noah playing football in the yard. I was thriving. Then I added, I will not allow anyone to humiliate my son in order to make them feel superior. My mother was silent. Finally I asked, Can I speak to Noah? I handed him the phone. They talked for 10 minutes. When he returned it, he was smiling. My grandmother says she's sorry she didn't celebrate my birthday. This is beautiful. She wants to take me to a baseball game. Just the two of you? He nodded. She also said that Aunt Vanessa was always mean. Vision. Well, at least she's honest. 2 weeks later, I was working in my office in Belmont when Daniel knocked on the door. Helen. Yes. Your sister is here. I raised my head. Tell her I'm unavailable. I did. And? She says she will wait. Vision. Fine. When she entered the dining room, Vanessa looked nothing like herself. Wearing branded clothing is prohibited. No precious jewelry. No makeup applied carefully. Just jeans, jacket, and fatigue. I sat opposite her. You have 5 minutes. She immediately started crying. I'm sorry. I didn't say anything. I'm very sorry. Nothing new so far. What you did is unforgivable. Yes. She nodded. I know. Then she wiped her eyes. I think I was feeling jealous. That surprised me. She continued speaking. You always looked like you were suffering. I wasn't. I know that now. She lowered her head. I felt superior. The honesty was almost shocking. When you booked Noah's party at such a wonderful place, I wanted to remind you that you are not as good as us. She stared at her. So I told my son that he is not a real member of the family. Tears streamed down her face. I know. At his birthday party. I know. It completely collapsed. I hate myself because of that. I didn't feel anything. Nothing satisfies. No sympathy. Nothing. Then she whispered. Ryan left me. I blinked. What? He said he could not remain married to someone who would treat a child cruelly. She laughed bitterly. He filed for divorce. I remained silent. I thought you would feel sorry for me. Me no. Her shoulders slumped. I expected that. I bent forward. I don't care about your marriage. I looked down. I don't care about your regret. More silence. What concerns me is my 10-year-old son, who cries himself to sleep because his family told him he is worthless. Tears streamed down her cheeks. You can't apologize for that. I know. I took a shallow breath. But I wanted you to know that I told the truth to everyone. What truth? You are successful. I waited. You own 3 restaurants. She laughed sadly. I spent years pretending I was better than you while gaining nothing. I didn't say anything. My father tried to defend himself. And no one speaks to him anymore. Good. She raised her head. Can you forgive me someday? I stood up. I don't know. Her eyes filled with tears again. When should I ask? I looked at it. Try again in 10 years. She recoiled. Perhaps because she knew that I was serious in what I said. Perhaps by then Noah will have forgotten how he felt watching 17 people eat his birthday cake while he was told he wasn't family. She left, returning to my office. I'm going back to work now. Returning to the life I built without any of them. Some people spend their lives tearing others down so they can feel taller. Some people prove their excellence in places they did not build. Some people learn too late that a stolen Christmas cake tastes like ashes. Vanessa learned this lesson in my restaurant. At my son's birthday party. On land that I owned. And Noah learned something much more important. He realized that he had a mother who would burn every connection in the family before allowing anyone to convince him that he was less important. They wanted family-only slices. Fine. Instead, we formed our own family.
सर्द लगता है दिल का हर एक कोना अब बहुत ही दूर बढ़ता है अंधेरी दीवारों में खुद को ढूंढता हूँ मैं ये जो दिन सुहाने थे उन्हीं को सोचता हूँ मैं तुम्हारे बिन ये मौसम भी बड़ा सर्द लगता है दिल का हर एक कोना अब बहुत ही दूर बढ़ता है मेरे साए भी मुझसे अब जुदा होने को कहते हैं तुझे खोने की राह सितारों से भी पूछता है पता तेरा कहाँ होगा, मगर खामोश है दुनिया, कहाँ मेरा जहाँ होगा। बस एक बार मुड़ के देख ले मेरी बेबसी की सूरत, मुझे है आज भी तेरी वफा की सख्त जरूरत। साए मेरे तन्हा सफर बस रह गया दर्द का असर, साए मेरे तन्हा सफर बस रह गया दर्द का असर, दर्द का असर।